Maybe I just need to start drinking wine before I do an intro because I don't know why it is so hard for me. But anyways, what's up? My name is Kylie. Today I am doing my very first get ready with me video. This is just on my everyday makeup look. I am in no way a professional makeup artist. This is just my go-to look. It's easy and a lot of the products are cheap in their drugstore. So if you would like to see more on how I got this makeup look, then please keep watching.
Sorry if it's hard to catch my vibe.
Take her swimming on the first date, right? I'm just kidding.
Anyways, so what I do to just prep my skin is I just wash it and then I'll moisturize it with some Burt's Bees Sensitive Daily Moisturizing Cream. So I'll just clip my hair up to get it out of my face while I'm doing my foundation. So to begin, I will just prime my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is the color correcting one in green to get rid of some of the redness that I have on my face. And I actually really like this one. So after I go in with my primer, I will do my foundation. And I like to mix the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation with the NYX BB cream. This BB cream is really light and it's really moisturizing. So I like to mix the two because this is really heavy coverage. So I'll just do one pump of this on my hand, that. And then I'll do, I'll mix in this. To mix the two a lot because I can kind of control the shade of it. Since the NYX BB cream is a little bit darker than the Kat Von D foundation, I can just make it match me a little bit better. So, and I know it doesn't look like it matches right now, but once it's all blended out, it typically blends pretty well. So I just kind of distribute it on my face and then I'll go in with a beauty sponge. And this is just a Real Techniques beauty sponge. And I like to try to blend it down my neck. So then that way it kind of doesn't make me look like I'm wearing a mask if it doesn't match totally perfect. Now that we have a base down, I will go in with a concealer. My lips are all white. I switch off between concealers. I like this Naked one by Urban Decay a lot. And then I also really like the Tarte Shape Tape. How basic of me. But I really do like this one. This one's a little bit more of a full coverage, like heavier. And then this one I feel like it's more like light wear for every day. So I'm going to use this one. And I'll put some on my eyelid as well. Yeah, and this color definitely is a little dark for concealer. I kind of wish it was just maybe a shade or two lighter just to brighten up everything. But I bought this and I thought it looked a lot lighter in the store, but I've just been kind of using it. So next time I'll definitely get lighter. And that is in the shade, the Naked one is in the shade Light Neutral. And then I'll just go through and buff that out with a beauty blender. And all I really concealed was the redness around my nose, the redness on my chin, my under eye circles, my eyelids, and then on my forehead where I have a little bit of a breakout. And I'll just blend that in like I did the foundation. I like to set my eyelids right away so they don't crease before I put on shadow. So I'm just using the Laura Mercier setting powder. I just put it on the lid, dust it off, and then I'll just pat a little bit over my eyelids. That just prevents the concealer from creasing underneath the shadow. And then I will put some under my eye to set my under eye, around my nose, under my chin, and my forehead. And then I'll go over that with just a little bit of powder, and I'll either use the Kat Von D pressed powder, or I like this one a lot. It's the Fit Me by Maybelline. Swirl it around and then just lightly dust that like all across the rest of my face to fully set everything and keep it in place.
I'll bring that down my neck a little bit too, just to make sure everything's one color.
So after I have all my powder and foundation on, I will go in with a bronzer, and I use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula in the color Deep Bronze. And I really love this bronzer. It smells amazing. It smells like a coconut. I'll just apply that on my cheeks. And then I kind of just see it in a C-words motion, like around my cheek up to my forehead. I feel like it helps make my big forehead look a little bit smaller. So I'll do that on both sides. So then I'll just take a little and use it like around my jawline just to make it look a little bit more defined. And I always try to make sure that my bronzer is super blended, so I'll just go in with a powder brush and just kind of blend it all out. Alright, so after that, I will do my eyebrows. So I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like I always say that wrong. But I always use this by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know. I can't say my S's, I guess. But this is the Anastasia brow. You know what I'm trying to say. It's the Brow Wiz. And I use the color soft brown or medium brown in this, and I loved it for so long, and I still do love it, but my little spoolie on it kept breaking. Like, I don't know if I was just like beating my brows too hard or like brushing them too hard, but this part like just always just falls off. So my best friend told me, we went into Ulta, and she told me that she really likes this one, the Precisely My Brow by Benefit Cosmetics, and I really like it. I've been using it the past couple days. Like, I am no professional at brows, so I'm just gonna, you know, do them how I do them, and then we'll move on. So for my eyeshadow every day, I think the best palette that I've ever used personally is the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. I love her videos, and this palette is amazing. Like, there's so many different everyday colors. This one's been like beat to death. You can tell that I love it. And I'm sad because I don't know if they make it anymore. I'll have to check, but I ordered another one and I had it, and then I gave it to someone as a gift. So I'm like, oh, I need to order one more before they discontinue it if they haven't already. But so for my everyday look, I will just use a fluffy brush. Like, I sound like so professional. This is a fluffy brush, but I'll just use any, you know, fluffy fat brush. And I like to go in with just like this neutral color brown right here, and I'll mix like this one and this, you know, peachy brown, and I'll mix the two, and I just like to put that in my crease. So after I finish applying that brown, I'll take an even fatter fluffy brush, and I'll just take like a lighter color shade, like this top shade or this white shade right here. Can't even see what I'm doing. And I'll just blend it all out so there's not any major creases or lines. So after I have most of my eyeshadow on, I'll just take a little bit of a shimmery color, like this gold here, and I'll just apply it right under my brow bone to just make it have a little bit more of a pop for my brow. And then I'll also take a little bit of the shimmery colors into the inner corner to make me look a little bit more awake and put together. So that's basically all I do for eyeshadow on an everyday basis. It's super easy and doable, and I feel like it just helps make your makeup look like you spent a little bit more time on it than you actually did. So after my eyeshadow is done, I'll go through and set my eyebrows. I know I kind of do that out of order, but it just works best for me, like after doing my eyeshadow, to finally set my eyebrows so everything can be kind of in place. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear eyebrow gel, and I'm just brushing my eyebrows out just a little bit. And I find with eyebrow gels that like you don't want to go overboard, because I feel like sometimes it can like leave a film almost on your eyebrows, so I just try to use just a little bit. And then I will go in with that same Carly Bible palette for my highlight. So then I just put a little bit of highlight on. I'll put a little on my forehead and on my nose. So for me, I don't do anything to my lashes because I do have lash extensions. I used to buy strip lashes in bulk, And I would just go to the beauty supply over by my house and get them because they were really cheap. They were like, I think like $2 each there. And they're just as good as everywhere else, I feel like. So these, I have a couple, you know, left from when I did wear them. And they're the cherry blossom ones. I have them in the WSP, which I really love these for like a natural everyday look. So if I was to wear lashes, I'd probably wear these today. But since I don't wear strips anymore, I'll just brush my lashes out with a little spoolie wand and then apply my setting spray. So my best friend actually taught me this trick for when you put on setting spray. So if I was just getting ready regularly, I would just be in a, you know, like any kind of t-shirt. So I would pull up my shirt and so it covers this part of my hair so my hair doesn't get wet. But since obviously I'm not gonna like flash everybody on YouTube, I'm just gonna take another shirt and put it on my head so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna look like a crazy person, but I do this every time I wear makeup now and it really helps me out. So I'll just take a shirt, normally it'd be the shirt I'm wearing, and I will put it over my hair. I look amazing. And then I will spray my setting spray and let it dry. And I know that this looks crazy, but it really protects your hair from getting wet, especially if it's straight. Because I just feel like, you know, sometimes I'll put on setting spray and it'll just make my hair get all, you know, frizzy at the front. So basically every time that I'm gonna wear a lip, it's always nude. I just feel like it looks best on me. So I really love the NYX Nude Retractable Liner. The color Nude and Natural are my two favorites, so I go in between those, but this color is a nude. So I'll kind of just use the lip liner as a lipstick almost, like I'll line the outside of my lips and then also line inside to use it almost more of a lipstick. And that lip liner lasts for a really long time. I really like that. And then I'll just go over it with a gloss, and I use the Sexy Mother Pucker. This is from Walgreens, and it has a little bit of lip plumper in it, so it kind of burns your lips, but in like a really good way. I love this stuff. So this is how the makeup turned out. I'm really excited to be filming again another video. I have a hair in my mouth. But I have tons of ideas of things that I want to film coming up in the next couple weeks. My goal is to post once a week on this channel. I want to do some more stuff that's geared towards clothing and fashion stuff because I'm really into that. But if you have anything else you would like to see from me, please leave a comment below. And thanks for all the support and for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Waste a day and spend the night underneath the sunrise.